Hey Leo, your December tarot reading is ready. I'm Eleanor. Welcome to Pink Pearl Tarot. I have your theme, your week-to-week forecast, career and finance, love, and then your bonus message is going to come from the Flower Petals deck. Your theme is center yourself. So while yes, this is a reminder to return to a calm centeredness within, to reorient yourself on a routine basis to regain your footing, I also see it as a reminder to prioritize yourself, as in center yourself in your frame of priorities, like main character energy. Put yourself first. Not like in a selfish or narcissistic way, but in the secure your oxygen mask on the plane first before helping others kind of way. Now, week one, you have the Empress reversed with the World reversed. So you're the missing piece, is what I'm getting here with that. There's something that's not resolving or completing, and it's because you've taken yourself out of the equation. And there's also a lesson that feels like it's this never-ending respawn point, like in a video game. You get to the same challenge, you fail, and then you come back to that same launch pad to try again. And the key is your own absolute and infinite value. This might not make sense, but it feels like you just keep getting picked up and put back right where you were every time you try to move forward. And there's a chance to see that the place that you keep putting back to is the center. And the center of your universe is where you belong. It's like actually you keep drifting off center and you're being put back into center, if that makes any sense. Week two, you have the Chariot reversed with the Knight of Swords. So there could be a situation to talk yourself out of. You might have to negotiate or communicate to get unstuck from something that has run aground. It's like, you know how like in jousting, I don't know if you've ever seen jousting, they start off on their horses with their lances or whatever, but once they're both knocked off their horses, they move on to swords or hand-to-hand combat on the ground, right? So it's like something coming to a stop. And having to like crack your knuckles and get your hands dirty, metaphorically, by crafting an email or having a clarifying conversation. So the dirty hand-to-hand combat is communication. Week three, you have the Hermit with the King of Wands reversed. This is a great time for centering in the recharge your batteries sort of way, and also to shut out some external influence so that you can actually see the world from your own eyes. I mean, it sounds basic and obvious, but if you think about it, we often don't. We see things through the eyes of a TikTok, or we watch someone else reacting to a video or song rather than watching the video and song and experiencing them fully, our own reaction to it. Or we'll watch someone else playing a game even. So it's more like getting back to first person perspective of your own life. Now, week four, you have the Seven of Cups with the Wheel of Fortune reversed. I'm calling this one the event horizon. There's something about time feeling like it's standing still or feeling disoriented about the passage of time. Like things could feel like they're just a second and all kinds of time would pass, or it feels like you've been sitting somewhere forever and it's only been like 5 minutes. It's very deja vu or Groundhog Day energy, and it's like the Bermuda Triangle of time, which is kind of exactly the way that last week of the year tends to feel, like landmarkless and unmoored. So this is where center yourself is more on the get your bearings side of the interpretation. You might have to reorient yourself in your calm, still, constant center of being. Now, for career and finance, you have the Wheel of Fortune with the Five of Pentacles. There's a lot of change in this area, and it could bring up some fears of it bringing in leaner times ahead. It's not a bad idea to prepare for a rainy day, right? I think that's good advice anytime, I guess. I think the most important thing is not to rely on luck right now. Put yourself first financially and err on the conservative side. And remember that everything happens in cycles, and what doesn't bring you a windfall in the short term, it could benefit you later on the other arc of the cycle. It's also definitely a bad time for gambling. For love, you have the Devil with the Three of Cups. So I'm just going to say it. I do see sex and partying, but someone you're really hung up on, or someone who is really hung up on you, could be at one of your many holiday events. There's, chance for meetings at parties. It's a great time for polyamory, but it's a bad time if temptation is a struggly area for you. And if there is nothing but fun presented to you this month, protect yourself still, because the Devil can indicate a trap of sorts. It's like a commitment that's being formed that you didn't originally intend to. It's like being tied to someone and you didn't mean for that to happen. And it could be that some of you are actually looking to open a relationship that's feeling a little stagnant or limiting. But once again, center yourself and don't let anyone lead you into bondage. unless you're into that kind of thing. So let me get your bonus message from the flower petals. What is your bonus flower? It is Baronia. It says, do not fear or doubt the new paths ahead. So yes, there's a lot of change happening that could bring some confusion, disorientation and unknown, but it says to not fear or to not doubt and to put yourself first. All right, Leo, much love, and I'll talk to you next year. Thank you.